They called it Nyrex, the albino wolf beast of Kirin Delta, genetically engineered by the Ulari Dominion to be the perfect predator. Its white fur shimmered like starlight, and its eyes burned red in the dark. It had killed gladiators, devoured armored mercenaries, and ripped through entire hunting squads on command. Nyrex obeyed no one but instinct, and when the aliens grew bored or wanted to test the creature, they fed it things: prisoners, traitors, even rival diplomats, off the record. But today they brought her, an 8-year-old human girl. Her name was Lena. She had been taken during a border raid on a small Terran research colony. The aliens found her hiding in a ventilation shaft, clutching a plush rabbit. She had no implants, no weapons, just freckles, wild brown hair, and wide green eyes. The Ulari commanders laughed. A perfect test, they said. Let us see if Nyrex will ignore such a fragile morsel or play with it. So they threw her into the pit. And watch. The Colosseum of Ulari Prime was shaped like a crater. Metal walls stained with old blood. Hundreds of nobles and generals sat high above, sipping crimson liquor from crystal horns. The gate on one end slid open with a screech, and the girl stepped out. She was small, shivering, barefoot. The plush rabbit dangled from her hand by one ear. The crowd murmured. Some laughed. A few even turned away, bored already. But then the other gate opened, and Nyrex stepped through. The albino wolf's fur bristled in the light, standing nearly 7 feet at the shoulder, with claws longer than swords. The beast was more shadow than flesh. Its eyes locked on the girl. The nobles leaned forward. Lena didn't run. She tilted her head curiously. Then she waved. The audience froze. The beast growled low, then began to stalk. Closer, closer. One lunge, and she would be torn apart. The High Lord of the Ulari smirked. Let us see if the beast plays with its food. But then, something strange happened. The girl held out the rabbit. Do you want to see Mr. Nibbles? She asked sweetly. Nyrex paused. A foot away, one massive claw flexed. Lena didn't blink. You look lonely, she said. Are you cold? You don't have a blanket. The wolf tilted its head. Then it sat down. Gasps echoed through the chamber. What is it doing? Hissed the war captain. Has it malfunctioned? No, said one whispering engineer. Its vitals are stable. It's calm. Lena stepped forward and gently pressed the plush rabbit against Nyrex's nose. You can borrow him, she said, but just for now. I still need him sometimes. The wolf sniffed, snorted, then lowered its head and lay beside her. The crowd erupted in chaos. Guards readied shock pulses. Commanders shouted. The wolf didn't move. The girl giggled and sat against its warm side, curling up with her rabbit. An emergency meeting was held that night. She cast a spell. One general spat. She is a weapon, declared another. She is something else, said the Ulari biomaster, staring at the footage. The beast responded to no command in 12 years, but it listened to her. They brought her food the next day. She shared it with the wolf. They brought her books. She read them aloud, and the wolf would listen quietly, one red eye half closed. They tried separating them. Nyrex howled for hours and shredded 2 holding cells before they returned the girl. No one dared intervene again. Lena was still just a child. She never asked why they watched her, never understood that thousands of beings now feared her. She just played. She told Nyrex bedtime stories, braided fur from its tail, pretended they were on a camping trip, instead of in a Colosseum of death. And somehow, the beast changed. Weeks passed. Then came the ambassador. A high-ranking diplomat from a Varellan cluster arrived to form a peace accord. He demanded to see the famed albino wolf. It is said your beast cannot be tamed, he said, that it devours anything living. The Ulari led him to the Colosseum, showed him the feed, and watched the diplomat's mouth fall open. On screen, the beast lay belly up, tongue lolling out, while the tiny girl patted its head. "She is one of ours," the ambassador asked. "Terran. And she did this?" "Yes." The diplomat stood slowly. "You don't understand what you have, do you?" The Ulari didn't. Not yet, but the galaxy would soon learn. Because one night, a faction of extremists tried to take her. They stormed the Colosseum vaults, tranquilized guards, and set explosives. They wanted to steal the girl, use her as a weapon, study her. They didn't make it 10 steps inside. Nyrex slaughtered them all. By morning, the walls dripped with blood, and the girl slept peacefully, cradled in the curve of the beast's body, unharmed. After that, she wasn't called the girl anymore. They began to call her the Whisper, the child who spoke to monsters, the only one the albino wolf would obey. Years passed. Lena grew. Nyrex grew older, quieter. The two were inseparable. Eventually, she was offered passage back to Earth. She refused. "I already have a home," she said, "and a family." The Ulari, once cruel and bloodthirsty, began to soften around her. Traditions shifted. Training of beasts stopped. They didn't fear the girl. They followed her because they had seen something impossible. The deadliest predator in the galaxy tamed not with chains, but with kindness. And when Lena stood before the Ulari High Circle, no longer a girl but a young woman, with Nyrex at her side, she said only this: "Maybe what you thought was weakness is something stronger." The albino wolf bowed beside her, and for the first time in Ulari history, so did the warlords.